The woman who tipped us off to this story calls them pop-up garbage dumps. She does not want to be identified, but she says she's been complaining for the last 15 years about the detritus that collects in areas like this. This is an industrial area near Kennedy and St. Clair, but she says it's not the only one and that nothing ever gets done.
I just want it cleaned up. I live here, and this is a neighbourhood, and even if it was just an industrial area, why do we have this? Why do thousands of commuters have to look out the window of a GO train and see this? And the City of Toronto has a motto, clean and beautiful city. Does this match up with that?
A resident admits that while some of the garbage has drifted or been blown in, she says there's also illegal dumping of tires, bags of garbage and other debris. And not just here near the tracks. She doesn't like that people have to see garbage as they walk along the sidewalk. In spite of prominent no dumping signs, this big pile is on Kennedy Road. This one is on a side street, but right across from people's homes.
Why do we have to see garbage and litter all the time? Why? I mean, we live in a neighbourhood. There are supposedly people who clean this up, systems for that. Why isn't it being done? It's a big city, a growing population. They need to tackle this issue before, you know, there's areas that are looking like sort of like slums.
Our tipster says the frustrating thing for her is that she says she keeps getting bounced around. She'll call and email, but gets sent back and forth between the city, the TTC, Toronto Hydro, Hydro One, and Metrolinx. She says that's very frustrating. Now, we did speak to Anne-Marie Aikens from Metrolinx, and she admits that sometimes it's hard to determine who belongs to what piece of property and therefore who is responsible for cleaning it up. But she does say definitely that this section of the rail corridor on that side of the fence is Metrolinx's responsibility. She says she understands no one wants to look at garbage. She promises it will get cleaned up, but she asks for patience for a good reason.
A little bit of patience, and for a couple of reasons. One is we have 500 kilometers of rail that have lots of areas that are concerned this time of the year. So we coordinate a spring cleanup, and we try and coordinate it with our partners like CN and CP and municipalities and whoever owns that property. And we try and do that over. So we do a massive spring cleanup. Just in the middle, as we're starting our spring cleanup this year, we had a huge windstorm, which distributed garbage and trees and roofing all over our rail corridors right across the region. And so it really increased the amount of cleanup we have to do this spring.
Now, the city said in a statement late this afternoon that crews do their best to keep on top of litter, and they do an annual comprehensive citywide cleanup in the spring. But they admit illegal dumping is a huge challenge because cleanup is expensive and enforcement is difficult because they have to catch the person in the act. Now, we spoke to the councillor for this area, Michelle Holland-Berardinetti. She's aware of the garbage issues in this ward. They have made repeated contact to the various agencies and say they will continue to do so until the problem is resolved.